Hey, I just want to say Salakia to the Akwakim and Akim that's on the live right now. We had some technical difficulties, but I want to bring this class right back on up before we end it. They better go over what I wrote up on the board. So, of course, these are the apostles of Yahushua. These are just only the majority of them. I'm going to write up the next set. After you brothers and sisters want to get this on down, we have Thomas, which is Da'am, which means a twin. I have it over here in the Hebrew, which is Da'am. We got the prophet Simon. Simon in Hebrew means Shemai one, which means to hear or heard. We got Andrew, which is Ayash in the Hebrew, which means manly. We got James, which is Ya'ikwa, which means supplanter. All right. And of course, we got John in the Hebrew, which is also my slave name, which is Yahana in the Hebrew, which means the Most High is gracious. All right. And then, of course, we have Philip in the Hebrew, which is Parash, which means lover of horses. We got Matthew, which is Mayawa, which means gift of the Most High. We got Judas, which is short for Judah, which means Yahweh, which has the same exact meaning as the tribe of Judah itself, which means praise or thank Yahweh. All right. So of course we're back live here at this class. I brought it back up just to go over these apostles of Yahushua. This what I'm meant to get into for some time right now. So I got up in the board. This is something good to know. If you like to know the names of the men who follow Christ in the Greek towards the Hebrew. All right. So you can better go ahead and take this on down. I'm about to put the next names up in a hot minute. All right. And also as well, while we got this class live and up and running, if you have any questions pertaining towards the Lashawan Qadash here in the city of Chicago while we live, anything you'd like to be translated from English to Hebrew, the history, where we got the Lashawan Qadash, how we got the UPK itself, and the Command Junior Honor, just put your questions down in the comment section down below, and I will get to it, all right? And then again, this is the second portion of today's class, all right? And for those of you who missed the first portion of the class in which I had the video prior to this, I went over a call stem, what a call stem is, and how you can be able to identify within sentences in the Tanakh or in the Hebrew itself. All right, so you can maybe go back and look at that video, because I'm going to go ahead and erase this, and I'm going to go ahead and put up the rest of the apostles' names. All right. All right, so now we got Bartholomew in the Hebrew. And then Bartholomew in the Hebrew is going to be the mind. All right. And what this means in the Hebrew, the mind in Hebrew for Bartholomew, it's going to be meaning son of Ptolemy. You can look this up in the scripture. Right now, I'm just overlooking to make sure I wrote all of the apostles' names up on the board before I wind up in this class. Bear with me. Oh, how could I forget? The one who led the church after when Christ left the order to Peter himself. All right. All right, so Peter in Hebrew is going to be a bun. So bun is Peter in Hebrew. When translated from the Greek over to the Hebrew, a bun is Peter in Hebrew, and a bun means stone. All right, let me also write this out in the Hebrew as well up top. All right, so these are all the apostles and the ones I read out prior towards this. As far as Bartholomew, which is Dolomai, which means son of Ptolemy. And then we also have Peter, which is a bond in Hebrew, which means stone. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and end this class on now. Even though the very beginning portion of this class, I went over cost them, what it is. You can be identified. And next Friday, Lord willing, if I'm holding this class down again, I'm going to be getting into prepositions and constructs, explain the meanings of what those are, how you can be able to find those when you're dealing with the Hebrew itself. All right, so of course we're gonna be live every Friday night having a Lashawan Qadash class here in the city of Chicago. And I just want to say that's my time, Israel. Shalom.